It's a warm day today, which is a perfect day to make a fresh glass of wheatgrass microgreen juice. Wheatgrass is not readily available in the market, but it's easy to grow wheatgrass from seed to harvest in only 10 to 11 days. It's a superfood and packed with nutrients believed to help eliminate toxins in the body, helping support liver function and digestion. Experts say microgreens could even provide fresh and healthful food for astronauts in outer space. Today, Tatay Eddie is going to show you how to grow wheatgrass microgreens and make juice out of it in today's episode. In the Philippines, there is a growing interest in sustainability, and microgreens could be a good way to provide city-dwelling families with locally produced seasonal vegetables at a low cost. In 2021, there's over 14 million people dwelling in Manila area alone, with population growing at 1.7% per year. With average apartment sizes of 50 square meters in the city, microgreens are easy to grow at home in a confined space. A small outlay can provide a significant return in terms of bulk, variety, and nutrients. As it takes just a few weeks to grow, it is possible to have an ongoing source of microgreens. By rotating 3 crops, for example, people could have fresh microgreens every week. Hydroponically grown microgreens do not even need soil. Here at Tatay Eddie's, we alternate between alfalfa, wheatgrass, and Mizuna microgreens. Wheatgrass juice is our go-to drink during sunny mornings. We find that this is the best alternative to morning coffee. It is refreshing, keeps you awake, and we feel good drinking it. Microgreens are young vegetable greens that are approximately 1 to 3 inches tall. They have an aromatic flavor and concentrated nutrient content and come in a variety of colors and textures. Microgreens are considered baby plants, falling somewhere between a sprout and a baby green. That said, they shouldn't be confused with sprouts, which do not have leaves. Sprouts also have a much shorter growing cycle of 2 to 7 days, whereas microgreens are usually harvested 7 to 21 days after germination once the plant's first true leaves have emerged. Microgreens are more similar to baby greens in that only their stems and leaves are considered edible. However, unlike baby greens, they're much smaller in size and can be sold before being harvested. This means that the plants can be bought whole and cut at home, keeping them alive until they are consumed. Microgreens are very convenient to grow as they can be grown in a variety of locations, including outdoors, in greenhouses, and even on your windowsill. In our garden, we chose hydroponics to grow our microgreens. Hydroponics is a simple process of growing plants without soil, and probably the only way that can be used in the future to grow crops and food to sustain the earth. It is a smart way for growers to save gardening space, and it's less expensive and highly beneficial in many ways. For us at Tatay Eddie's, we're able to shorten our food supply chain. On the go, we are able to choose foods that we love and harvest them from the garden just beside our house. Growers with less space can use this method to produce bigger yields in a cost-effective way and eco-friendly way. With the help of hydroponics, it is possible to practice indoor gardening too. A farmer can have full control in his or her garden on the temperature, humidity, plant nutrition, and also climate. Also, with a passion and basic understanding of gardening, one can successfully build a hydroponics farm. In fact, our hydroponics farm was just started barely a year ago, and from that time on, we were able to grow over 500 plants from a hydroponic setup. Land is a depleting resource, and we are losing it at a rapid rate with no possible ways to recover it. For many years, scientists have been working to develop a potential way to address this issue to grow food and plants without utilizing the depleting resource. land. The good thing about hydroponics growing is that with knowledge and most importantly the right equipment, then everyone can practice it on their own and out of their own home. Hydroponics allows individuals to live downtown areas and who have no yard space to grow their own vegetables and fruits without actually having to trudge down to the grocery every day. Hydroponic system equipment to grow plants is easy to obtain from your regular kitchen items or on the internet online shops like Tatay Eddie's. Just search for Tatay Eddie's on Lazada and you'll find us there. It's very easy to grow hydroponic wheatgrass. Step 1. First, you need to soak your seeds in water at least for 1 or 2 days. This will help to soften and sprout the seeds easily. Step 2. Layer the seeds on a filter mat. We bought this black filter mat on Lazada and it's actually used in aquariums. Step 3. Next, you need to cover the sprouting seeds with an opaque cover. The seeds should not then dry out and this will help keep the seeds moist. Step 4. You should encourage the seeds to grow by placing a tray in a place that is warm and dark for a couple of days. Oh yes, at Tatay Eddie's we found a spot in our kitchen just underneath the cupboards. Step 5. Find a sunny spot in your garden when the shoots are about an inch in height or 2.4 centimeters. Then, place a tray outside or preferably a sunny windowsill is ideal if you want to keep your tray indoors. The grass does not need to have sunlight directly in order to green up. In fact, even a light bulb will work. But don't be surprised that it started off as yellow because as soon as it sees the sun, it will turn green. Step 6. Within a span of 7 to 10 days, with good and favorable conditions, your wheatgrass will look nice and green and will have grown rapidly to about 8 to 10 inches in height. Step 7 is harvest time. You need to get some scissors to cut the wheatgrass from the bottom of the stem as near to the surface as possible. We love this pair of scissors. It's available on Lazada at Tatay Eddie's store. This particular harvest is good for 1 week for 3 people. Step 8. Time to drink your wheatgrass. Place your wheatgrass in your favorite juicer and add water. Blend for 2 minutes and then filter the juice out. Add some ice, apple cider, honey, mix them well, and you're good to go. Tatay Eddie loves it so much. I think he's ready to work in the garden now. Personally, we find wheatgrass juice energizing. We feel light after drinking it and are ready to rumble. Notably, people are aware of the tremendous health benefits that wheatgrass juice can bring to you as well as your family. Being a natural source of vitamins and minerals, wheatgrass is also an excellent source of calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, sulfur, cobalt, and zinc. We did a quick look on its health benefits and we found that it has more vitamin C than oranges and twice the vitamin A as carrots. It contains over 90 minerals, including high concentrations of the most alkaline minerals there are. It builds blood, it cleanses the body, it's a great immune system booster, it aids with weight loss, it's cancer preventing, it's an energy booster, it aids with digestion, and helps you detoxify. Here are the wheatgrass nutrition facts per 2.8 ounces. Although some prefer growing the wheatgrass in soil, growing at home hydroponically is the cleanest and easiest process to do. Because it's a superfood, you can actually feel the benefits right away. After drinking it, you feel so much better, lighter, and you have more energy to seize the day. The cleanest method to produce wheatgrass can only be by hydroponics. And if you're choosing hydroponics, with the precise nutrients like Tatay Eddie's, you can grow wheatgrass successfully in your own hydroponics garden. Just add Tatay Eddie's on day 2 to day 4 of your plant cycle and you'll see your wheatgrass grow taller and you'll have more produce. For wheatgrass, you can harvest 3 times its cycle. And for seeds, just take a look at Lazada. There are so many options on there. Thank you for tuning in to Tatay Eddie's Garden TV, and we'd like to hear from you on your experience on growing your own wheatgrass and drinking your own wheatgrass juice. This has been Frank Alvarez Mercado. It is our hope to help every home grow food.